Surplus Systems here. Just want to record a quick video, show you a powerful workflow that's actually going to help you call your leads, text your leads, and email your leads, and and be able to contact them over 9 different times. I'm gonna walk you through exactly how it is. Okay, so if I come here to automation, and if I come to Power Dialer here, so as you can see, I have Power Dialer 1, Power Dialer 2, Power Dialer 3. And the reason I do that is because I actually like to call my leads 3 different times, right? Before I decide that I'm just gonna let them go away, right? Okay. So the way this works is when we call a lead into our Power Dialer, what we like to do is we like to name them different rounds, right? So the first time around we do round 1, second time round 2, third time round 3. And the way that actually works is when we call them, we actually have a field over here. If I go to a digital, I have a field here that's called rounds, right? So I know how many times if we went around to actually contact this lead. Okay, so the way it works is, let's say you make a call, you don't reach anyone, that's round 1. Okay, well, what happens with that is when you disposition that as round 1, okay, we're gonna add the tag round 1 so that way we know it's the first time. We're gonna have the system to check if it's a relative or not, so we have a drop down. So let's say that it is a relative. We hit yes. When we hit yes, we're going to check if that's a wireless phone number. If it is a wireless phone number, we're going to send relative text message 1, relative email 1, and then we're going to wait to see if we get a reply from these 2 messages right here. If we do get a reply, then we put them in the stage in our process called call/text back. If we don't get a reply, then we add them to Power Dialer 2, which means it put them back in line on the Power Dialer and they go in for the round 2 of the Power Dialer. Okay, now let's say that it wasn't a wireless for a relative, but it was a landline. Then we just send them the email and we wait for a reply based on the email. And if we do get a reply, we put them in that stage. If we don't get a reply, then we put them back in round 2 for the Power Dialer. Okay, now let's say that we check if it's a relative and it's no. Okay, so then we know it's a claimant or it's a client, right? So then we check, okay, this is a wireless number. If it is a wireless number, then we send them out client SMS 1, client email 1, and then we wait for a reply. If we get a reply, we set it at this stage, so we'll call/text back, so that way we know that these are the leads that reply back to us, so we need to get back to them, so no leads fall through the crack. Okay, if we don't get a reply, then we put them into Power Dialer 2, so round 2. Now if the client is not a wireless, which means it's a landline, we send them an email 1. Okay, we wait a day. If we get a reply, put them in the stage. If we don't, put them in Power Dialer 2. Now I say you put them in Power Dialer 2 and we don't get in touch, and so now we choose round 2. We have the system remove the tag round 1 and we add the tag round 2, and we do the same thing that we did in round 1, but the only difference is they get a different text message and a different email, right? And that's going to be all on autopilot. The only thing I have to do is select which round, and everything else will just take care of itself. Now let's say that, for an example, we can't reach them or anything, then we put them in Power Dialer for round 3. And then what happens with round 3 is, once we put them in for round 3, we're going to make sure those tags are removed. We want them only have the tag round 3. And then the third time we message them via text and email, it's going to be a different message from round 1 and round 2. So if we really think about it, right, we're texting them 3 different times, we're emailing them 3 different times, we're calling them 3 different times. So they're getting contacted 9 different times on all of it, and it's automated. That's what's beautiful about this. Okay, it's automated, right? All I gotta do is click one drop down and I know they get messaged, getting contact 9 different times. Okay, now let's say that they don't respond, then we've got a stage here that's called unable to contact. So then once a week, I have my VA go in there and she'll work the unable to contact leads. All right. So look, I just wanted to show you guys this flow and show you how easy it is to be able to automate your surplus business and be able to reach out to leads and contact them 9 different times, because we know in this game a lot of it's all about follow-up, right? But if you're doing manual follow-up, that's going to take a lot of time. You get burnt out, right? Whereas I have a system here right here where I can automate my follow-up and not get burnt out. And then if I have my VA working the system, all you have to do is click a button here and a button there, and the system take care of the rest. All right. So look, if you guys have any questions on the platform, on the system, drop a comment down below, or feel free to book a demo down in the description. But hey, this is Charlie, owner of Surplus Systems, and over and out.